All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 4 of Ed 435 online. I am recording this a little bit in advance of the start of week 4. So I'm recording this on Friday because I want to make sure that you guys have enough time. You may be taking advantage of the extended weekend to be able to get some extra work done ahead of time for week 4. So I wanted to make sure you had enough time. So I'm going to take the first probably chunk of the time to talk through a couple of things that we had last week, what's coming up for this week, and just kind of everybody get on the same page. So let's go into, okay, here is our Blackboard site. So first of all, I want to make sure grades following this video will be submitted for your week 1 task of your standards of mathematical practice, so that will be taken care of. And then your homework from last week. So you guys had chapter 5 and 6, well, I guess for this week, week 3. So you guys had chapter 5 and 6 to read those 2 chapters and complete the wrapping it up quiz following both of those chapters. And so those chapter 5 wrapping it up quiz and chapter 6 wrapping it up quiz are due by 11:59 this coming Sunday. So you still have plenty of time for those. And then you guys let me know, thank you, that Summer, you are week 4. And then, so you are going to be sending me the information that is necessary for week 4. Look at the rubric before you send me any information. It is not due yet. That information is due to me by Sunday or Monday, at least by Monday end of the day, so that I can get it up in enough time so that Dana has time to participate in the activities that you have planned for that. So week 4, again, this coming week is Summer, and you're going to give me that information by Monday. Week 5 is Dana, and so Dana, a week from now, you're going to be giving me your information for week 5 content, and so that way I can post it for Summer to be able to participate. I did mention for week 3 that I was going to post a discussion board for chapters 3 and 4, but that didn't happen, and I'm not going to do that at this point. You guys have enough to do that I'm not going to add that, so don't worry about a discussion board for chapter 3 and 4. That won't be added. So all of that was from last week. Your grade for your standard mathematical practice will be uploaded. Chapter 5, reading and wrapping it up quiz. Chapter 6, reading and wrapping it up quiz. Week 4 information is going to be coming from Summer, and that will come this coming Monday. Week 5 information is coming from Dana, and that will be coming the following Monday. And there is no discussion board for chapter 3 and 4. Also due Sunday at 11:59 is the reflection for the How Poverty Affects Classroom Engagement article. So that's also due by Sunday. So this coming week for week 4, as of right now, I'm putting all of this up out there for you guys to see what would typically be due for week 4. And depending on what Summer has planned for week 4, it may or may not change. So I want this to be the plan. No matter what, I'm posting 2 discussion board questions about chapter 5 and 6. So 1 for chapter 5 and 1 for chapter 6. The reflective questions that apply the content of the chapter. So be looking for those. Those will be up today as well. And then for you guys will be reading chapters 7, 8, and 9. And then completing the wrap it up quiz for chapters 7, 8, and 9. Now that's where I can be flexible. So if Summer has something planned for chapters 7, 8, and 9 to apply the content in a different way, I'm willing to make some changes to this chapter 7, 8, and 9 wrapping it up quiz. But Summer, I'll just need to see what you have planned for week 4 before I decide that for certain. So also for week 4 is the introduction. If you look in the week 4 content area, you're going to see the rubric for another article reflection. Although it is not due until week 6, I do at least give you the information now so that you have it. So I want to take a second and go through this week's information a little bit more closely. So if we go to our weekly content, let me put it in the view that you guys are used to. if we go to our weekly content and we go down to week 4, you're going to see chapters 7, 8, and 9. I've gone in, and now when you guys go in, I don't think it was set up this way before. Oh, it's not going to let me do it because I'm in student mode. Okay. Let me get out of this. My apologies. Go into weekly content, week 4. All right, so when I go into chapter 7 or 8 or 9, it doesn't matter. It's going to take me into just a couple of pieces for that. And it's not going to show me how you would see it. So this chapter 7, learning objectives and standards, is all that you're going to see, along with chapter 7, developing problem-solving strategies, and the wrapping it up quiz. So before, I think you guys were going into some content weeks and clicking on chapters, and you were seeing a lot more than just those couple of things. So just so you guys know that that will be what is happening from now on. You'll only see what's relevant that you need to complete. Okay, so again, in week 4, I have this information here on article reflection for trends in math instruction. So this is not an article that I provide to you. This is an article that you go find and write a reflection on. So it's just the same pretty much setup as the article reflection that you're doing for the poverty article. You're going to hear the logistics and the details. Then you're writing a summary, connecting to current instruction in schools, implications for educators. Whatever your article is about, what does that mean for teachers in the classroom right now? Reflection of your opinion of the article and questions that the article may raise for you or for teachers. So here's the rubric again for that information. Again, this is not due until the end of week 6, but I just want you to be thinking, if you guys are getting any kind of information or professional development articles or books or anything like that from school, that you're going to be needing something math related that you will find on your own to read and reflect about. So just so you know that that is there. Really quick, I want to go back to week 3 because I want us to be able, I better get out of that because we're not going to be able to go in without seeing it. Okay, so if we go into week 3, your discussion board questions are going to come from chapters 5 and 6 here. Chapter 5, discussion board question, you're just going to refer to what was in the chapter in order to answer the question and support your answer. Chapter 6, you're going to have to go into chapter 6. You're going to look, of course, you have read chapter 6 already, but you're also going to have to watch this chapter 6 video. It's only about 7 minutes long. It is not terribly long. And when the video is finished, some questions are going to pop up on the right-hand side, but do not answer those questions. You're going to go back and you're going to answer the discussion board question. So I will include that in the memo that gets sent out to you guys, the weekly announcement, but I just wanted you to see that when you go into chapter 6, you will see that this video is available for you to view, and you'll need to view that in order to do your discussion board. All right. So if I am recapping everything super fast, from week 3, your chapter 5 reading and wrapping it up quiz is going to be due this Sunday at 11:59. Chapter 6 reading and wrapping it up quiz is going to be due this Sunday at 11:59. Your poverty article reflection is going to be due this Sunday at 11:59. And then your week 4 content is going to be due for your discussion lead by Monday at the end of the day so that I can get that uploaded for Dana. And there is not going to be discussion board for chapter 3 and 4. So going into week 4, you have your discussion board for chapter 5 and 6. You're going to need to watch the video within chapter 6 in order to complete the chapter 6 discussion board. Then you're going to be reading chapter 7, 8, and 9, and then either completing the wrapping it up quizzes for each of those chapters or completing the activity that Summer has planned for those chapters. So we'll see what the plan is and what summer has, and we'll kind of go from there. Also be keeping your eye out for a math article, something that's related to math instruction, so that you can complete that for your article review, your article reflection that's not due until week 6. So hopefully you guys have been able to find some resources from the textbook. I know it is only the first week, and it's a lot to do in the first week when you're back with kids. So I know that this course has kind of taken a back seat to first week with kids, which is absolutely fine. I understand that. So I look forward to seeing your answers to the discussion board questions from chapter 5 and 6, because it's a lot of, it should be relevant to what you're seeing in the classroom, or what maybe you have seen in years past, or maybe you haven't seen that you should be seeing. So I look forward to that information. Thank you both for staying on top of things so much. I appreciate that. You're doing a wonderful job. If you have any questions, always email me. So I will follow this up with a Blackboard announcement. But until then, I hope you have a wonderful extended weekend. I hope your first week with kids was great. And good luck with everything for this course. Let me know if you have questions. Have a wonderful weekend.